Christmas Vacation, or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, was directed by Jeremiah Chechik. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, and stars Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold, and he gives one of the funniest performances I've ever seen in my life. And in this review, I will be talking in spoilers about my favorite Christmas film of all time that everyone considers a Christmas film. Because, you know, Die Hard, it's a Christmas film. So to give a little background with this one, I wasn't allowed to watch this for a while, but there was one scene that I was allowed to watch, and that's the sledding scene, which I still find so funny. But this film, I think I watched it at least 8 times last Christmas. I only watched it once this Christmas, but I've seen it about probably 20 times now, and I still remember the first night I watched it because it was the 23rd of 2015, because the next day we saw The Force Awakens and we were like, why are we watching Christmas Vacation when we could be watching Return of the Jedi? I love this film with all my heart. It is, as I said, my favorite official Christmas film, because people don't consider Die Hard a Christmas film. I do, but so technically number 2. Why do I love this film? Well, honestly, it is just exactly everything I want in a comedy. It features one of the funniest performances I've ever seen in Chevy Chase's Clark Griswold. It just has some of the best lines I've ever heard. Hey kids, look, a deer. But it's not just the lines and just the things he says that are delivered perfectly. It's also the way, especially in the opening scene, where he uses his eyes to just show the Griswold family Christmas tree, and his eyes widen so much in this, and it's so funny. But you know, my favorite character in this, it's Cousin Eddie. Come on. Cousin Eddie is one of the funniest characters ever. Merry Christmas! Shader was full! Most of my notes are just what happened in the film, because, you know, every single scene is insanely funny. So if it sounds like I'm going through the film, I'm gonna try to not make it seem like that. Clark, Audrey is frozen from the waist down. That's all part of the experience, honey. It also has perfect comedic editing and timing when they're out trying to find the Griswold family Christmas tree. Rusty asks Dad, did you bring the saw or something like that? And then he realizes, and it cuts to that, and it pans past the tree on the top of the car, and you see they just pulled it out from its root. And you know, we got Elaine from Seinfeld as their neighbor. But that scene has one of my favorite lines in the entire film, and it is, hey Griswold, where are you gonna fit a tree that big? Bend over and I'll show you. You got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. I wasn't talking to you. And there's also kind of smart stuff with physical humor where when the tree goes up in their living room and Clark's like, lots of sap. And then in the next scene, he's getting stuck to everything, and oh my god, it's hilarious. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, kiss my ass, kiss his ass, kiss your ass, Happy Hanukkah. Now, a scene that I think lots of people remember, especially the dads out there, is the store scene, which has sparked one of the funniest things someone, especially white dads, can say around Christmas. Oh yeah, it's a bit nipply out. Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot. And there's also scenes that I feel like, I don't know this exactly, but there's a scene in this, and it's when Clark opens, is it like the loft, or with the stairs come and they hit him in the face, but then he's up there and he's stepping on all the planks and they're poof, hitting him in the face. They also do something similar to that in The Simpsons, and I don't know which came first. If you know, comment down below. The big reveal of all the lights and all that is hilarious, the way that Clark can't get it to work, and then when it finally works, it takes out all the light from the other parts of the city. But then when it actually doesn't work, Clark fighting the reindeer and all that, it's pretty funny, and it's in Rocky 5. I already talked a bit about Cousin Eddie, but just that first shot of him where it's behind, you see his hat's all messed up, and Clark's just like, Eddie. She falls down a well, eyes go cross, gets kicked by a mule, they go back to normal. That right there is an RV.
Don't go putting none of that stuff on my sled, Clark. You know that metal plate in my head?
How can I forget?
I had to have it replaced because every time Catherine revved up the microwave, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for a half hour.
It's hard to pick a favorite scene in this entire movie. Mine I'll talk about a bit later, but this is another one of the funniest in it, and that's when Clark is looking at the window and he's imagining the pool, and then it turns into a little fantasy, and the way he just kind of opens the curtains, and then Cousin Eddie's kid, Sue, yeah, that's her name. She sees him and he's like, Santa Claus! Shin bricks. You shouldn't use that word. Shin rocks. And then when Bethany comes, the movie just gets even better. Is your house on fire, Clark? No, Bethany, those are the Christmas lights. And then the dinner scene is another one, I will say this so many times, another one of the funniest scenes in the movie. They want you to say grace, the blessing. And then she starts pledging allegiance to the flag, or saying the pledge allegiance to the flag. I'm not American, I don't know. And then Lewis lighting the tree is really funny, but what it actually leads to is the funniest scene in the entire movie, and it's the rant that Clark goes on, and I won't say it for you, I'll just show you.
I don't want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
And obviously, you know, I love the squirrel scene. Where's Eddie? He normally eats these things. Well, not recently, Clark. He read they have a high cholesterol. Now, you may think this film is just like pure comedy, and it is, but there's actually one touching scene where Clark's dad kind of like passes on the torch of reading 'Twas a Night Before Christmas, which is kind of funny because that's why I had to stop doing this to go read that. But that kind of gets turned around fast when Eddie brings back his boss, which he wished for earlier.
I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight.
I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head.
Also, isn't this like the best shirt ever? 'Tis the season for cuddling. It's Deadpool. And I got Christmas pajamas on. And the whole police invasion is hilarious, and that kind of brings us to the end of the film. I told you to freeze. May we blink? And then the ending is, of course, pure comedy gold with the explosion and then them all singing the American national anthem. Play ball! Christmas Vacation overall is my favorite official Christmas film. I love it so much. I watch it every year, sometimes multiple times. I didn't this year because I was binging Star Wars, and it's 10:46 at night, so this probably will get out on Christmas Day, but Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm going to give Christmas Vacation an A+. Thank you all for watching. Comment your favorite Christmas films in the comments down below. I'm going to do a little post on Instagram. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas, over and out.